On my end?
Yeah.
The housekeeper, awesome Jeff.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I am Alex Dingman.
I am Jeff Doss. What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a great Monday. And man, I mean, it was a busy weekend in Sport Karate World. Busy weekend for myself. I had black belt testing, so that is always pretty wild and crazy. Lots to do, lots to going on. So, how about you, Alex? What were you up to?
I had some karate tournament stuff too, but you know what? I just realized this is going to sound bad. For the first time, I just realized, like right now,
Yeah.
that what I thought, because I see it differently than the insiders see it when they watch the show. I thought the moment we go live is the moment like the show starts. I didn't realize that there's like a counter before you start the show.
It's not always, but yeah, sometimes it happens that way. Like this right
Wait a
now.
minute, why is the time so much longer?
Oh,
Just right now. Just realized this now.
That's kind of
That's
funny.
crazy.
Really funny.
No, I was in Wisconsin for a tournament as well from the Wisconsin Sport Karate League. That is such a well-run organization.
Conquer Cup.
Conqueror Cup. My kids competed. I like the way that they did it, though. You know what I mean? They had it in sections. It wasn't a massive tournament. But they were like, all the black belts for everything is going to be done first. Like, that's going to be done first. Boom. Here it is. All right. Then the next section is yada da da. Then the next section is d d d d. All right. And I'm like, okay, I can get down with this program because it wasn't like a quick drive. All right. It was a little bit more than 3 hours for me. Right. I know for you, that's nothing. You drive 16 and a half hours for one tournament each way. So but that's also something I was going to talk to you about. Dude, Wisconsin is such a weird place. It's such a weird place because there's like everything is happening, but they're all in like little pockets, right? Like if you were like a big sports town, it's freaking Wisconsin, you know, they love themselves some Packers, right? The Bucks, when they're great, I'm gonna be honest, they don't really care about the Bucks. Right? they don't really care about the Bucks, right? But the Brewers, yeah, they really get into certain things. It is a sports town area, but then there's also like Amish right there. Like our Amish cabinetry maker that we use is in Wisconsin, right? So it's not too far from the Dells. But then there's the Dells, and then there's like your country area, and there's tons of farmland, and then there's like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's hood too. So it's like it's such a weird place, right? Wisconsin. It is like the chain restaurant capital of the world, right? Crazy. And then a supper club. Which, have you ever done a supper club before?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's imagine a dinner version of the Cracker Barrel. Because I know you know the Cracker Barrel, all right?
Yeah. And sorry.
So
okay, go ahead.
Is that like an incidental, like shameless plug? Like, oh, don't mind me.
Trying to upload something. I didn't mean it to go immediately. Right.
It's pretty good if you think about it. No, so it's just such an interesting place, and that's where we were. The kids did great. They had a great experience, and that's really what I was saying about the Wisconsin Sport Karate League is they do a great job of just making sure that every tournament is going to have a great experience. There's going to be ones within their league that are going to be up, ones that are going to be not as much as the one that's up, but there really isn't a down. That's what I like about it.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, knowing those guys, knowing Mike, knowing Jeff, and knowing everyone else that's very involved in,
Eric Barnard,
all those guys, they really, really are growing. And have like this year's gonna be the 10th year of the Infinity Nationals. It's kind of crazy, right? So, I mean, I know I was I was there the first two and was a very big part of those tournaments and helping them putting it on together. And it's kind of crazy because I that whole thing of like Jeff kind of like flew me up there to pretty much convince Mike to do this thing, right? It's like, all right, are we really going to do this or what? All right, this is where are we going to go? And it's like, all right, I need you up here, and this is going to be the final thing. This is how we're going to commit to do it. And it's kind of funny how a lot of things have changed in 10 years.
But that's the thing is sometimes in business relationships, you need a visionary. Like you need someone to say like, okay, no, this is going to work. I had this vision. It's going to work. And there's going to be, and that's why you need a good partnership. You need someone to go, oh, hold on now, dreamer. Right.
Right.
Deals with dreams now. Right. But there does need to be a certain amount of that, otherwise it's just both people throwing everything they own into something, hoping it sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Guys, so today we have a lot going on. At 9:30, we're gonna be talking Quebec Open, and David will be on with us discussing that. So bring all your Quebec Open questions for us for that. We are going to right now go into one of our other big tournaments we have coming up, Ocean State Grand Nationals. And I tell you what, man, like I think everything going on right now is pretty exciting, right? We got a lot of things in the sport car world, a lot of questions up in the air. But here's the deal. More than anything right now, like it's an exciting time because this is that time where we have, again, I'm calling this April Sport Karate Madness because guess what? We got Ocean State, we got Quebec Open, we got everything in May. Like this is when it just goes, right? So guys, we have a couple weeks till Ocean State Grand Nationals. And again, this event continues to grow. We've talked so many times about the Kevin Thompson Award. We've talked about the open weight, all the prize money they've been doing, but also just their focus on the competitor, right? Their focus on the competitor and also the coaches, right? Making sure that every studio that shows up has a good time, right?
Right.
And you know what, like, one thing we haven't focused on enough, and I know we've talked about it in the past, but man, they have that room, that ballroom there, right? And it's like it's where every year they have the junior runoffs, all right? And that is one of the most exciting runoffs places of the whole year because of the sound, the way the sound kind of just, bounces off of that ceiling. The lighting, everyone is there because guess what? They're only fitting one ring in there. So everyone is in there. Everyone is in there like with that focus of, this is going to be awesome. And a lot of times there are some big moments at Ocean State where maybe someone wins their first grand, it makes the finals for the first time. And we see that every year at this event. And I tell you what, man, like for some people, that first goal, of course, is just getting to the runoff, right? Then if you win that runoff, that grand, really, it is a grand champion. We say, it's a grand champion to make that stage. That's huge. And especially at this tournament on the East Coast, because like we said, Crane is such a strong regional area, right? It's got a lot of history behind it. And then also we have everyone in the East Coast that comes up there, like what Chris Rappel was talking about last week, just the talent that's there, the schools that are there,
Well, yeah, the New England area is, big on not just sport martial arts. And that's really the kind of community and involvement that you want. You don't want just like, hey, I want to be the only shop in town. That works if your town is, pretty small, right? But what we want to do as martial artists, we want more martial arts, right? Yeah. And that's kind of, there's been other business owners that have done that before. I'm like, no, I just want to do this. But I think that's huge for that area, right? I think everybody thrives off of that, whether it's kickboxing, it's MMA, but there's a lot of sport martial arts in there. And I think that was one of the things that Chris Rappel was talking about last week. What a great show, too. What a great guy.
Yeah, it was a really good show. Lots of fun. We still have so many great like stories and videos that I didn't even get to, like clips, that we can share from that one. So that's a fun one. And what's funny is there's so many great clips that we have from all of our shows the past few months that we still hadn't even like shared yet. Like think about like when Jefferson was sharing about like the hardest hits he's had in his stunt career, things like that, right? A lot of cool stuff.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That hasn't come out yet.
No, well, I mean the episode did, but yeah. Sam, so again, another thing, we're talking about Ocean State. We're going to probably get back to it a little bit and share a little bit with David as well. But this weekend was also the Waco USA Nationals in Colorado Springs, right? So I know, Sam, you had, of course, a crazy experience getting out there. Congrats to everyone who made the team. Big shout out to my friend Laco Villanueva, Team Alchemy. Every single one of his competitors made the spot on the team. So that means
nice.
They won first or second in every one. So it's, what I mean? That's a pretty, in I think in almost every division they did too. So they made it. And again, they made it in kick light, light contact, points barn, and also they do musical forms of weapons. So they're just amazing, right? That team's crazy.
Listen.
Oh, actually, yeah, I just eliminated him last night. So yeah, we had an epic 2-week build-up matchup.
It was pretty close. At the end of the first week, I think I was down 1 point, right? Wasn't that wild?
It was actually Thursday.
Or maybe it was something closer to that. But there's
it
that
was
one.
Like, you were down by 1 point. Yeah, Thursday this week, and then I was up by like 150 last night before for our last game, and then you had 4 people that and I thought I was going to be screwed because I had 2 people that just didn't show up. So yeah. So today I'm going against.
So I lost.
So it's pretty rough.
You know what's funny though? So when Troy says, he says, my shirt is yelling at you, by the way. Yeah. When it says, when he said, like, I'm an extra at the Jersey Shore. Funny part about that is there's a DJ friend of mine from Jersey who gave me this shirt. And he's funny. Also Italian. Shout out. What up, Kevin Garrity?
There you go. So, Sam says he's taking a break after he just got back from Waco. Kind of a lot of wild, crazy trips.
Wait. Back to your comment though. Imagine being the one guy on that team, the last one to qualify in first or second. Look at the amount of pressure. Everybody else from your squad, everybody else from your group is in and qualified. Now they're all staring at you. Look at that pressure. Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I definitely agree. I think it's wild right now with everything going on in, with that Waco group. Like, again, I don't know how it was in Colorado Springs. It's a cool spot because there's not tournaments out there right now, so it's cool that, they were able to do something out in that area. I saw, some people go out, I know Katana was out there. Of course, we saw a lot of the juniors from, Top 10 USA out there. We saw Alchemy, again, like I said, just killing it. And we saw some Team Army Strong people out there. So congrats to everyone. Again, congrats to Waco USA. Chris was out there judging the whole time. And then also the same weekend, we had the WMAC tryouts that were in Cincinnati the same weekend. So congrats to those. I believe those are in. So Waco will be in Italy. And then for the Worlds for the juniors, I'm not sure where the Pan Ams will be. I think someone said, I'm not really sure. And then WMAC is going to be in Austria this year. So
that's
congrats to those guys. And let's see. Greetings there, Will. Greetings. Did you guys make it out there? I think Malachi was out there kicking and making the team, right? Seniors
Well, I
is
agree
in
with you
Chile.
on-
That's where it is. So senior Pan Am's is in Chile this year. So awesome.
I agree with you on the location being great for, just not necessarily just the nationals, but just having an event where top tier competitors are at, because
Right.
Colorado did used to be an area where there was a pretty prominent tournament, the Mile High Classic, that was there. That's no
Right.
longer a thing. That person
Right.
doesn't really even have anything to do with competition of any kind anymore.
Right. Well, and also one of the biggest Super Grands ever was in Colorado Springs in 1997, right? And so it's pretty crazy right now.
Yeah, and
with
I
that. So
even
we
National
haven't had
Body's got a
anything
few other
since
schools
then,
out
right?
there.
It was big. So
Well, and that's the thing, is it's the schools. If there's more schools, there's going to be more people doing martial arts. It doesn't need to just be, the top tier elite group. As long as they're there, they're competing, they're showing up, there's going to be more reason to have other students. Like if you have 400 students, what's the likelihood you're going to have a national champion than if you have 20? All right. Now, I'm not advocating for just flood it and figure it out, but in the sense that like more schools is better for us.
Right.
So it was a student of mine,
Right.
and he's out there. His name's Dave Coons. Dave is a fantastic guy.
Oh
And
yeah,
there
they had a lot of people out there, and I think they had a
Yep.
they had a couple of different workouts and stuff out there. So pretty awesome.
Yeah, Dave is fantastic. He's in Colorado Springs. A friend of mine, Jeff Sider, is also out there. But what Dave said, Dave met with when he went out there, he met with other local karate school owners and introduced himself and said, "Hey, this is who I am. This is where I'm going to be. Good to meet you. Good that we have a good working relationship." And they were kind of like being a-holes to him. And he said to him, and he goes, "Hey, listen, we're not competitors. We're not competing against each other. We're competing against soccer. We're competing against football. We're competing against track. That's the stuff that pulls them away from martial arts, not other martial arts. Just do your job and people will keep coming." And people are so one-sided sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Also, I want to give a shout out and prayers to my friend Ron Ferguson. He has been in the hospital since last night, having some heart issues, and so just everyone just send prayers up to him. Amazing competitor in the NBL area, has great students, been in this Martinsville, Virginia area for years, and someone that goes way back. He's just having some health issues, so everyone keep him in your prayers today. Just an amazing guy that's been a part of my sport martial arts journey for years. So wanted to give a shout out to him and his family. So
absolutely.
All right. One thing before we get into the next thing, I do want to give a shout out. I hadn't really talked about it enough, but Grand Slam Open Nationals is back May 2nd, Rustburg High School, the same place where we started. So getting it restarted back here. Excited to do this for my local area, but rebuilding sport karate in Virginia. And when people hear that, like, what do you mean? There's not sport karate tournaments? There's karate tournaments. There's martial arts tournaments. Okay. A lot of times when we talk about weird things that are old school things that happen at tournaments.
Happened in Virginia.
I usually talk about Virginia tournaments, right? Last weekend at 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, last weekend. No, 2 weekends ago. Sorry. I was at a real traditional tournament, and Sue Brazelton was there, right? And she was visiting, and she has friends, and she was visiting her instructor, and her instructor said, "Hey, I'm coming to this tournament." And she was like, "Okay, I'll come and say hey to this." First thing she does, she finds me. She's like, "Oh my God, there's not mats at this tournament. This is crazy." I was like, "Yeah, this is old school."
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and then I'm like, "What? There's also not a timekeeper either. There's no time. We just fight, and whoever gets to 7 first, things like that. They're just different, right? What else did they do at tournaments and old school tournaments in Virginia? a school lineup.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
A school lineup. All right. So, that's a whole different thing of what the Grand Slam Open brings. So we really want to help move our sport forward. And I know people are excited that it's back. One of the other cool things is, man, I've reached out to Cam and reaching out to Kevin, but some of the things that I did in the beginning were not just building the sport, but trying to build stars, right? And what's crazy, in 2011, we did the first North versus South fight, right? And what's crazy there, I made sure I had two juniors, one on one team, one on the other. And the junior on the North team was Cameron. The junior on the South team was Kevin Walker. And now look at where they are now, right? Like two of the greatest of their generation, of their
So
time.
are you saying that you directly impacted the greatness of their martial arts career?
I don't know about that, but I do. But I do know that it's really cool that we were able to highlight those guys, and you know what, both of them have continued to support Grand Slam Open, being in the finals, winning open weight, winning team fighting several times, and so it's really cool to see that growth, right? Of that, I mean, think about the teams. Let's just share the teams that what we had there, right? So the South team, we had, let's see. Well, supposed to have Cass Sigmund. He got hurt, right? So he was
I
the
remember
coach,
that.
right?
Yes.
So he was the coach. Then we had, Chris Walker and Joe Fife came up from Florida to be part of the South team, right? I mean, right there, that's fire, right? We have Jimmy Sherman as the senior competitor on there, right? So, and then we have Kevin Walker as the junior. So those five right there. Then on the other side, we have Mike Toll as, the senior leader there. We have Gerald Dawson. We have Cam Ali, Cam Dawson as the junior. We have Kurt Jenkins, right? And man, am I missing one more person? Or I think I said everybody. Kurt, Cam, Mike Toll. Yeah, I think. Well, actually, it might have been just four. Yeah, because that's right. So, pretty crazy, right? A lineup there. Sean Elliott was coaching the North team, right? So, just a lot of fun, and that created the rivalries moving forward with wanting to give Cass that highlight the next year against Carlos, and then the rematch of Joe Fife and Kurt Jenkins, which they had some amazing battles that weekend, right? So it was fun to see, and I tell you what, some comebacks that we had. Some amazing competitors, forms, weapons fighting that were out there. So I'm excited to bring that energy and fire back to sport karate in my area, but also on the East Coast. So we will see everyone in a second.
I love those set matches, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's more important than the competition. The competition tells the story, right?
Yeah,
it's because if it was just going to be, hey, yeah, we have the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 guys in this pool of 30 guys, let's just watch those guys. That doesn't tell you the full story, right? But the set matches are fun. So I know in your area this was a thing. I know you probably participated in this, but there would be like kickboxing matches and full contact matches. And those kickboxing schools or clubs that would host an event, they would reach out to martial arts schools, if they weren't already a part of it, to be like the intermission or the demo, or if a match ends early because of like a technical or a KO, hey, can you go in there quickly and do a couple of forms to fill the time? Otherwise, the night's going to end early. And so those things were fun, because sometimes you do a point fighting set match, right?
Right.
And it's cool when you do that, because people get excited for it and you already know this is what it's going to be. But you're basically having that in a karate tournament at the same time. It's just a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. And one of the coolest things was just the crowd and the energy. That's how we started the whole tournament, right? So that was what really helped build that whole energy up, and then ended the evening with the grands, right? So it was pretty
Right.
cool. Trying to help make sure we get everyone in here. All right.
Can I tell you? There was something that was on my mind like a week ago. I wanted to tell you this. This is seriously one of the biggest pet peeves I have in my entire life. And I want to know what insiders think too, because it drives me absolutely up a wall. We're martial artists, so by default, we dress casually because the thing that we want to wear all the time is pretty dang casual. It's a martial arts uniform. It's basically a robe and a belt, right? So I get that sometimes martial artists can dress casual. Maybe they'll just wear slides or flip-flops with their karate pants. I get that. I don't like that. But what drives me really freaking bananas is just people like objectively just not caring about nothing. Like, what are you doing walking out in public in Grinch Christmas pajamas going grocery shopping? Go home.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to talk about this weeks ago, right?
You disgusting pig. Go home, right? You don't, and I say that because
I don't know what it is. Listen, Alex, it's more of like this
crazy though, right?
It's this generation, bro. It's like half of them don't even own a pair of jeans. You know what I mean? They just wear basketball shorts and like workout pants all the time, right? Like it's the weirdest thing. And yeah.
So listen, I get. Look at, yeah, I know my shirt is fantastic. Look at it. It's telling you. It's greeting you. Hello. Hi. How are you? Right? But anyway, no, I don't mind the sweatsuits. The sweatsuit's okay. Right? What bothers me is, all right, I put on the sweatsuit, but it's like a mismatching sweatsuit. Like I got gray pants and like a blue, like at least make the thing match. If it's not going to match, then don't try. Right?
Yeah, but most of them don't wear the full suit. They just wear the pants and then like a t-shirt or something like that, right?
Dude, but the worst is when it's like, listen, we've all had it where we're like, I'm so busy, I do not have time to like put myself together. I've got to get out. I'm so late. Cool. Right. You brush your teeth, you spray something on you, right? You put on a hat, you change your shirt, you at least put some jeans on, something.
Right.
But to just be like, oh, let me wake up, okay, and then leave? Like, what are you? No. At least look in the mirror and go, I think I'm going to make some people frightened today. Don't wear this. And it's, all right, I'm ranting. I'm into the point where I'm ranting. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, crazy.
But do you have anything like that just like drives you crazy? Or do you feel the same with me about the crazy casualness?
Yeah, so like for me, the only time that I like wear that type of stuff, like honestly, today I actually wore like shorts that were more like you know, like my Fabletics shorts that I could wear to the gym, but I didn't. It was the first time I've done that, right? Because it's just started getting nice here. But most of the time I wear my shorts to the gym, and then I change and I take my shower there, and then I put on jeans, I put on a shirt. I'm always clean. I'm always, you know, even if I'm going to the gym, I still put on deodorant, guys. Like, come on, or shave or something. Like, you know, like that drives me nuts. Like, and you know what? The truth is though, like fighters, man, y'all got to start cleaning your uniforms, man. Y'all got to start cleaning your heads. When you go to these tournaments, man, and you're over next to that fighting ring, you're like, oh God, like what the heck? Like,
yeah.
You know, like the boxing thing, like we're seeing, you know, the things that people can put those air cleaners, the cleaners that disinfect your gloves and help the smell. I think sport karate has to start doing that, because especially we didn't used to have that bad. I mean, actually, they probably were bad, but because they were home dip, you could wash them off, you could clean them. But these top 10
satin uniforms. It's the satin uniforms.
There's that too, because a lot of them don't. It holds like the funk in there, right? Yeah. It holds the funk.
It's weird. It's like a double-edged sword because the satin uniform is significantly lighter. Like you feel like you feel naked. There's nothing on you, right? But that thing doesn't breathe for nothing, right? You got a little bit of sweat, and that thing is stuck to you for life. So yeah, they don't breathe. They're gonna smell. It's whatever. But
Oh man. So I'm trying to find David.
it's all good. If he's
No,
out,
no. Like he's literally, he says he's on, but I don't see him in the back office, so I can't find him. It's kind of
wrong
funny.
link, my friend. You added a 7.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This is wild. Let me see. Oh Lord. Hold on. All right. So Alex,
Yes.
let's talk about your one more time of what is another moment of Ocean State that you think of when you hear about this tournament.
When I think about this tournament, I think about probably one of the big, maybe it is the biggest one, is when Raymond, Jason, and Jotty teamed up together with oh no, Jason didn't join yet. It was Raymond and Jotty joined Joey on
Joey
Team Straight
Greenhaw.
Up.
Yeah.
Joey Greenhaw.
Right.
And it was just because it was like Jotty and Raymond, they were like the best. They were the best in the world. They were free agents that were just kind of floating out there for a couple of weeks, right? They went to a tournament, Charlie Lee's, and they all just wore a black uniform. All right, Charlie Lee's, that was the March tournament. And then in come April, that Friday night, if you didn't already know, people were calling you and telling you have no free. They were calling you because there was no people weren't texting, right?
No.
And they were like, you have no idea what's going to happen. Wait, he did what? And it wasn't just that they fought, it was the highlights they put on when they were doing that. Like it was crazy, right?
Right.
And when you watch Joey fought with just a level of confidence, and it's like, and think about it. You had why wouldn't you have all the confidence in the world, right? What's the worst that's going to happen? You got the 2 greatest fighters in the world right now. They'll clean up your mess if you make one.
Right. Well, and at that time too, like you still had such a strong CJB team, with, Damon and Jason. And I remember standing next to Gerald Dawson, and he was on Paul Mitchell at the time. He just said, dude, like, and he wasn't saying this in a bad way. He was like, those 2 guys don't make much mistakes. Like you could put someone with them, anyone with them who's going to keep staying there as long as this, and those 2 guys are going to just lead the way. And it was true, and at that time we had Josh Horridge as our third, right? Which was a great pickup at that time for us.
Yeah.
And, we had a great year with that team. And then we also had, Russ as well, when we were going against a team with like a lightweight, he was always a great one for that. But yeah.
But then you have, so look at that at that time. But here, what is Michael saying?
All right. There are many fighters that once they're done with a fight tournament, the uniform goes in their sparring bag, rolled in the ball, and doesn't come back out until the next tournament. No washes. I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem.
You're 100% right.
And they don't clean their gloves. That like it's bad, man.
But what's worse is that there's some guys that especially when tournaments are like pretty close together, they may have fighting gear, like competition gear in a competition bag, and then their training bag. They zip that competition bag up. They don't even look at that thing. Everything they use their training bag, and then they're like, oh, dang, tournament's this weekend. And they just grab that competition bag, as smelly as that thing is, and they walk out the door. That's where it's even worse.
It is true. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've done that before with like local tournaments, right? Because the thing is, I have like 3 bags. Like I have a bag that's at the school all the time. I have bags that stay like with Revolution stuff that stay at the house. Then I have like another bag that just is a bigger bag. And so it's like I have a lot, so that way I don't get in that situation. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean that's smarter to do it that way, especially with you because you're going to have so many different uniforms.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
fighters should have 2 uniforms, and I am not of the mindset of like you got to have one kind of uniform for Friday and a whole different type of uniform for Saturday. That is not what I'm saying. However, if you fight on Friday, do not wear that stinky rag of a uniform that next day. We do not need to be subject to that. That is disgusting. That's why you need a second uniform. I don't even care if it's the exact same stitching. Who cares? But
Yeah.
whatever. No, I digress because we were talking about Ocean State when we got back to smelly things.
Yeah, he said they want to hug and shake hands, smell like an outhouse. That's a good one.
You know what? Who's the smelliest martial artist you've ever been around?
I'm not saying, oh my God, dude.
All right, don't say them, but tell me something about it.
Man, yeah, honestly, there's a lot of people going through my head right now there's a bunch. There's some nasty ones, man. There's some smelly ones. And I tell you what, like you just can't, you kind of just take 2 steps back or 3 steps back, you know, when they get around. What do you say?
I can't say the guy either, but I will say, here's what I'll say about it. All right. So, there was a guy. He was a few years older than me. All right. So we're in this class. We're in this advanced black belt kind of, or advanced brown belt kind of rookie black belt time. Right. Because I think we made black belt right the same day. I think
Sam calling him out.
Who?
Sam was calling out Peaky.
Oh,
maybe.
Oh. But people would, like, instructors would openly be like, wash your uniform. Uniform smells, stinks so bad. Right?
Yeah.
They just open, like, right out front of everybody. Like, dude, that's just demoralizing. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm probably like 14, which is like, those are like the smelly times. Right. So I made sure when I was hearing that, I'm like, I'm make sure I'm not the smelly guy. Right. Then the next time they see him the very next day, and they're like, I thought I told you to wash that thing. And he's like almost in tears because he just pulled that thing out of the dryer because it was not the uniform.
Yeah.
It was him. And yeah, imagine this though. You got a guy who's like stature wise, he's older than you. He's probably like 5-6 years older than you. He likes you. He's certainly bigger. He's great at martial arts, right? And he wants to take you under his wing too. Only his wing stinks, and he wants you right under there all the time. Imagine the pickle you're in, right? Because you're like, you have a horrid smell right now. But it's like, I want to, like, yeah, I also need a ride home. Sure. I mean, I suppose you can. Does your car smell better? Do you have car fresheners? Is there anything? Anything? Like, it was like that. Really cool guy. Well, I'm not going to say who it is.
Well, we're going to go a whole nother angle now, and we're going to invite in the promoter of the Quebec Open. What's up, David? How you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm good, and you?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Alex. How about you?
I'm good. I got my coffee. We're ready to go.
Coffee? How I can drink coffee at night? I already have trouble sleeping 4 weeks away from the event, so I'm not gonna take coffee before bed.
Yeah, I know. I listen. I'm the same way right now, and I think last week was when I started waking up in the middle of the night, you know, and I'm like, oh man, this is why I stopped doing the tournament for all those years, so I didn't have those issues, and now it's like, oh man, this is happening again.
This is the 3-4 weeks before the event is the worst. It's like, why are we doing this?
Right, exactly.
I mean, you don't need to tell me, but I already know you do not sleep at the minimum the night before. Like, that's not a figurative. I already know there's no possible sleep to be had.
If I sleep and I woke up in the night, for sure I won't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's crazy.
But it is a fantastic event.
It is.
There's been so much. Everybody loves the night show at this event, but it's more than just a show.
Yeah.
Tell us what we got in 2026 for the Quebec Open.
Yeah, we've got a 3 days event. We start on Thursday with the seminars, and we this year we have the luck to again have Esteban Tremblay for bow and tricks. We have Billy Murphy for point fighting. We have the legend Casey Marks for bow and trad form, and we have Sensei Ryan Chamberlain is more of a self-defense guy. He's going to do Koshoryu and Eskrima, Cali.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
and then Friday, we've got the open weight for underbelt. We've got team fight, 2-person team fight, and we've got the regular NASCAR team fight and all the sync and demo and the trad challenge, Korean challenge on Friday. Open weight as well. For NASCAR open weight, and then this Saturday it's the trad and trad weapon and cartoon character. I already have ADHD. Don't tell me anything. And Saturday is the trad and the weapon, the trad and the regular point scoring division.
Awesome.
And obviously on Saturday night is the big night show. Yeah.
The big show.
Yep.
So, so David, one of the, of course we talk about the finals and everything like that, but I mean, which is cool, but it's cool. Yes, the setup is great, but I think the biggest thing is just a lot of people haven't gone to a show where there's that many people watching you, right? I think that's one of the things that's exciting, about it.
The only thing I heard was that was almost the same as it was old PKA. Is that possible? That they had the same
PKA?
amount of people? Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. That would probably be you're right. Like at the old the PKA or the ones that the Battle of Atlanta used to have years ago, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was a arena. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we get a crowd of 4,000 spectators, and some people don't even they don't even know martial arts, and they come and see it every year.
Wow.
And we advertise with city of Quebec and tourism as well, so people are interested in to see that and come and do it.
There we go.
Well, there's been a lot of historic things that have happened over the years at the Quebec Open. The Quebec Open, how many years running has this tournament been going?
Is the 43rd edition, but we got shut down for 3 years of COVID, but it started with Master Clement. Clement.
Yes.
It started at the Centre du Rocher, which is in Quebec, and Claremont at the time when he started it, he had only three school, and within the three school he had 500 competitors.
That is
with
bananas.
with three school. So it was a different time, I think. And then it just grew up, and he started on the NASCAR circuit, and I think in the early 2000 and of 90s, he started with
2004 maybe, or 2005. That was the first year.
I don't know. No, I think it's earlier than that, Jeff.
Well, because I know that 2003, Boyce was there to look at it for NBL, so I don't.
It was,
and then
I think it
was just Crane, and I guess associated with Waco at some point, right?
Maybe, but you guys came in 2003, right? CGB came in 2003.
Yeah, we did, but we also got 2001, so we went just because of how big. Like the tournament was big on its own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, like NASCAR grew because like NASCAR wanted that as a part of their tour, you know what I mean? Yes, it helped the Quebec Open, but it also
Yeah.
helped NASCA too to bring that international flavor and what Quebec was bringing. You know what I mean? Like, because you had so many people, like you would bring in people, highlight people to to come out there. Each year you'd have one or two guys, kind of like you are right now. Like Casey was
Yep.
always one of those people. Like CJB became one of those teams that you wanted there. Daniel Sterling was out there, Matt Emmett,
Yes.
all of
Yes.
us that were NASCAR
DX.
competitors,
Yeah.
all of us would go out there because of how big the event was. Like, dude, we want to be a part of this. We want to be on that show. And
Yeah.
and really for us, it was for competitors, it was the closest thing to maybe going to like the French Open at the time.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
I
French
think
Open
really
had
was
like
huge.
this prestige. Like if you won the French Open and it had the grand championship but let's be honest, they did not have the kind of production that Quebec does, right?
I don't think
But
so.
they had the stature of this French Open grand championship is a big freaking deal. But let's talk about that production. That is with the lasers and everything
Yes.
that comes into that. It is when you see that, when you see competitors come out, they look like rock stars.
Well, they are all rock stars. They make the show. That's why we do that. That's the only reason why we do that. If not, I would keep the money for me because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's we were competitors in Claremont at first. He had to attract people to come, so he made that stage, and everybody wants to step on that stage and perform. Because you're at the peak. And when you're on the mat, it's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours. You're the show. You are the show, right?
Well, and also, David, to me, I don't remember seeing too many tournaments have like tables and,
Yeah, VIP
all like
tables. Yeah,
VIP tables and stuff until that tournament. And I know when I had my night show, I featured that off of Quebec Open and a lot of other NBL tournaments did too. And really, showcase that. You don't see that a lot. A lot of the other NASCA events. That was something that was huge.
it's glamour,
I mean,
right?
yeah, it is. It was glamour. It was high level, and it was really, really sweet.
Well, because you
Just
can't,
something
if
I
you're
won't
going to
forget.
sit at a table, you can't go sit at a table looking like a scrub. Like if you're gonna go sit at a table, you got to come dressed up, buttoned up.
We do. Yeah,
who
yeah.
is the
It's a class event. Yes,
each
yes,
year?
it is.
Who is the best dressed at Quebec Open?
You better say his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, that's right. Yeah, Clermont at now is more relaxed on his suit, but he used
Yeah.
to look really good, and we look after him. I don't know how he did the event, almost not by himself, but we're four co-promoters, and he was running that by himself with his team, but he worked a lot, and he made it happen. He created a monster, and now we have to feed it.
That's right. That's right. So before we get into current stuff, what was your favorite Quebec Open for you as a competitor when you were not the promoter of it?
I
Or
think
what are
it's
some
the year.
moments?
I think it's the year I went to final in fighting.
Okay.
I was against Hakim Walker. I made it to the last fight, and it was I think it was sudden death, and he blitzed me. I kicked him. He got 3 judges. I got 2.
Wow,
Right there.
that
Right?
would have been
Oh,
like what, 2006?
Exactly 2006, or
I
I think
think it
it's
was.
either 5 or 6. Alex.
wow.
He was in straight
Oh, it
up.
might have been
Yeah,
5. It might have been 5.
Yeah, it might have been 5. Yeah, he was in
maybe.
straight.
Yeah.
What a
That was my best year anyway. So 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Wow, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I know for me, that was one of my big, grand championships, my first ones that I won. Probably my last big one as a junior was that 2001 grand championship that I won over Wayne. And man, it was cool, at that point to be on stage, like that. I mean, it was huge, the venue. I mean, I hadn't seen anything like that, or been in anything like that. And of course, too, just the other experience of people's, there's a whole nother language going on, like that's just
Hmm.
that makes us realize, hey, this sport karate thing is huge, right? It's bigger than just being in the States. And again, I think this tournament is the one on the NASCA tournament tour where you realize, yeah, this is an international thing. You feel like you're in another country. I don't always feel like that in Toronto, but you definitely do in Quebec.
Yeah, but it's closer to for us to go to Christine and Dawn than going to Toronto.
Yeah, that's wild. Canada too.
So yeah, Quebec is another country. Yes.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Alex, what are
Yeah.
we gonna
Well, there'll
say?
be some culture shocks though. For some people who haven't gone to a Quebec Open, many times or at all, what are some different culturisms and culture differences that they're going to experience when they go to Quebec?
For sure, the language. You need the French, and it's not the French from France. It's it's a slang. It's not.
Okay.
It's not as
Yeah.
nice. It's not as nice as the French. It's like the British in America, right? It's
Yes.
it's about the same. And if you go downtown Quebec, it's old Europe is really nice. If you go downtown old Quebec,
Yeah.
and you've got the stone paver everywhere, and where was the battle when the French and the English fought on the big field. So there's a lot of history in Quebec.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
he
what
said
about
Yep.
tell me
it's the
about
other
Tell me about
what
what?
the food? What's the food like? And what are
Oh,
some
the
great
food.
plugs?
The food is really good. We have really good restaurant. We've got steakhouse. We've got chicken place. Jeff, you probably went to Saint Hubert.
Yep.
We've got good steakhouse, the Beast. There's plenty on the main street where the hotels are. Uh, Obviously the poutine. Alex, you have tasted poutine, right?
Is poutine's pretty
It
awesome.
Yeah.
it's not healthy, but it's healthy for the
Yeah.
for the belly.
Yeah,
you,
definitely.
you gotta try the poutine. You gotta try the poutine.
Basically, that's like your jambalaya, right?
What's jambalaya?
He
Okay,
hit
never
it.
mind. It's that. It's
It's
basically
like that. Yeah.
it's
Jambalaya is a
poutine for the
Louisiana
South.
thing.
Jambalaya
Yeah.
is poutine for the South.
Okay, maybe
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but all right. All right. So one of the things that you guys do that I always love are, the different fighting things you do. Every year it's a little different, right? That you'll feature on stage. It may be the junior teams. It may be a special Canada versus USA. It may be, maybe you'll do like one year, we did a 4-team tournament that was continuous fighting, right? Like there's all kinds of different stuff that you'll do. What could we expect this year at Quebec Open for fighting and maybe junior fighters?
Are you coming?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Okay, because if you're not coming, you won't know. I'm not gonna
Ah,
tell you now.
Oh,
You gotta be there.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
We're not gonna spoil what was gonna happen. No, we like to do all those things because people, the spectators, identify themselves as the Canada, USA, or Quebec, Ontario. People like challenge like that, so we will sure do something like that this year again.
Awesome. Awesome. So what is it with the Quebec culture that, man, they just love their martial arts? Like,
We like to play hockey and fight.
Okay.
So that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. But we like martial art, and with Claremont building an empire with all the school, he's got 22 or 23 schools.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so with all of that and all the parents involved in our franchise owner, thanks to all the crew that help us to make that event run really well and popular,
Yeah.
because it's their customer as well. So, and yeah, that's what it is. That's why we're so famous here.
I love it. I love it. So, who are some of the all right? Who are some of the top fighters from Quebec of all time? Some people, because here's the deal. Some people may not remember or may not, like we like to bring certain people in and let them talk about the history of the sport in their area. Who are some of those people for you?
For me, there was old. You know Langlois, the Langlois in Hugo Sport.
Oh,
That's a
the
while
Langlois.
ago.
Yes.
Yes,
That was
those were good.
yes.
They were from Montreal though. Um,
Still, yeah, Montreal, whatever, you know what I mean. But
yeah,
I know they were around that same. I know it's a different area, but you know what I'm saying. Like you grew up watching those people, right?
you know Rene Perrault.
Of course, I know
Yeah.
Renee.
Rene taught me fighting. He taught me the technical side of Sam and I. Sam more than me because Sam was right under him. I was under Clement, and I used to go train with Rene every week. Jason Grenier,
Of
Jason
course.
Grenier from
God,
Montreal. Um, who
Jason
else?
might be
Who
the
else?
most. Jason
Huh?
might be the most awkward competitor. Like just the
He
way
was
he walks.
hard to fight. He was hard to fight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. The
Um,
the bed the
Sam,
really
obviously, Sam did good too. Yeah,
no Sam is very good. Sam's super smart too.
yeah,
That
yeah,
one of the things I think he was very underrated about. He's very very technical. He's very smart.
yeah, really. Jeremy Francoeur.
Yep.
Jeremy. Yep. Of
Say his
course.
Jeremy
last
Fra-
name again, 'cause then now I know how to say it.
Jeremy Francoeur.
Okay,
Franca.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
try
There
that.
we go.
I'll try it. I'm gonna listen back and try it.
Yeah,
Um, you said Langole. Are you talking about Max?
Max Langlois. Yes,
Yes, Max. All right,
they were
Max.
brothers, and the dad was the coach, right?
Yeah, so
A while
Max was
ago.
the one. He won the 1992 Super Grands overall, and he was like a flyweight, like under 124, and he beat Jerry
Whoa.
Fontenez. He beat Jerry Fontenez in the final to win that overall grand, and that was like huge.
In that time too, there was and he's back now. Jose Vincirelli. He was
Yeah,
in
I saw him
Toronto.
at Toronto. Yeah,
He was in Ocean State too. Um, who else? I was going to say
Maxime.
some Maxime.
I can't remember his last name. Oh gosh, Jeff. He was on your team. He was a CJB guy.
that must have been after I was on.
It
I
was
mean, that must have been the year that they came back for like.
Max
half-
William? No, he didn't do a lot.
man.
Oh
no.
man,
Do you remember? Do you remember Yannick Turgeon, Jeff?
Jan. Yes, I do remember him.
He
Yes.
was wild. He was
Yeah,
wild.
he
You
was
would talk
wild.
to him and he would look away. While you're talking to him, he was in another world. He was he was a wild guy. I used to do 12 round every Wednesday afternoon with him, and I got knocked out. I don't know how many times. He was street fighting. He was crazy.
Oh man, that's crazy. Um,
Yep.
and of course, just not Quebec, but Montreal. Had like Corinne, and
Corina, yes, for
you
sure.
know
Yeah.
she was an amazing competitor. Jean Francois Lachapelle, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Do you
And then
remember Jean-François Robitaille?
yes, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
No,
Those-
there was from Montreal. There was Total Impact, Jean-François Lachapelle, and from Studio Uni, Jeff Robitaille as well.
Yes, Robitaille. Yes. Both
Yeah.
of those.
Here's the thing.
Cindy Cote, she was a good
Dave,
fighter.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
great. Fun.
a lot of the names you're saying, like I'm realizing who they are after you say them because I don't say them the way you say them.
Exactly.
And
I
that's
know.
what I like when you say like Jeremy's last name, I'm like, definitely wouldn't have said it like that.
Me
So I'm learning as I'm hearing. Like, this is great.
There you go. You're learning, Alex. You're learning.
But I at least acknowledge that. All right. I
Yep.
acknowledge. I don't speak French, so why would I? I'm not going to say it that way, but I want to because it's someone's name.
Correct.
All right. So, yeah.
All right. So all right. What are some? I didn't get to. I know that you guys have all the the NASCA things going on. You guys, what else is going on as far as maybe special events or special things that are different that Quebec is doing this year?
We're the only thing is we're adding the open weight for the underbelt and
Okay.
the two person fight, team fight. We're
That
doing
was
that
all-
on Friday morning. Yeah.
How is the 2-person team fight going? Is it a tag team?
No,
what is
it's just a normal team fight. Yeah.
well, that's cool.
So we have it for 9 and unders, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18
Okay,
plus.
I
Yeah.
remember coaching for that a couple years ago when I was there. Yeah, that was really cool. That was I think I was on the Waco side,
Yeah,
and that
we're
was
not gonna have Waco this year, unfortunately. Yeah,
okay.
we're
Okay.
just sticking to NASCA, but we might do separate the event. So we're gonna do NASCA because it's kind of it's confusing doing the two. Yeah, so we're gonna be pure NASCA and pure Waco.
Awesome.
Is that maybe is it because of how the registration has to go? Is that a lot of it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of ruling, different ruling with Waco. So, and you have to follow rules. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
That dang
Well, I think that's the best.
just ruining everything. So just get rid of sports data. We wouldn't have
Oh,
this.
stop. See, there you go. Getting people messed up. All right.
Everyone's thinking it. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I like the 2-person team fight. I know what was saying mixed doubles they did in the past too. That was fun. But an underbelt open weight is pretty cool. Open rank. That's a cool one for you guys as well. And you know what, like for me, I just think the setup is great. The way the event is set up during the day, plenty of room, plenty of of space. You guys have the barriers around, so it's done well. I mean, I think the only thing I had an issue with was just a lot of times I didn't know when I was going, and then I got called, and because I didn't know if they were saying my name, because like you said, my name doesn't sound like that. But other than that,
Well, we have a mat for every age group.
Yeah.
So we have 28 mats, and it runs
it's smooth.
pretty good. At 3 o'clock, everything's done. The only thing left is maybe men's fighting and the kids fighting on the other side because there are 42,000 kids in the division. And
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I remember a couple years ago judging the open weights and for the juniors, and man, I'd be like, wait a minute, this is the last division tonight? Yeah, how many we got? 20 something. Like, whoa, hold
Yeah.
on. What am I doing to judge this? But
Yep.
definitely that's something of that area, of course, loves to fight. And then I feel like the traditional side has grown so much.
It's big too. Yes, it is
And then,
big.
and then also the adult contemporary, like CMX side is pretty big at Quebec. Like
last
like
year in Master Clement judged it. He was the last ring uh, running on Friday night, and the last division, I think it was creative. I don't remember. Anyway, there were
yeah,
20. There were
yeah,
20
to finish the night.
in
Yeah.
the division to finish the night.
Yeah.
20.
It's
It
wild,
was
man. It's
it was a
wild.
crazy night. It was a crazy night.
It's crazy. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the fighting is NASCA, Will. The fighting is NASCA. The shoot.
Yeah,
Everything
the
is NASCAR. Yeah, everything is NASCAR.
Everything's NASCA. All right. So I know you came here to talk about Quebec Open, but one of our next events coming up that we've been pushing as well is Ocean State, and that's a tournament you have a lot of experience going to for many years. What is a fun Ocean State memory for you? You can say
For
as a
me,
judge and as a competitor. Yeah.
I remember Ocean State when he was at the convention center,
Yes.
and we did team fight on Friday night. We didn't do good. It was the team Hugo in black. Do you remember with the white stripe, flashy white stripe? It was a
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
ago. Maybe
Well,
not. Anyway,
yeah.
and then I came on. So we didn't do much on Friday night, and I came on my division on the Saturday, and I lost, I think 5-0 to BJ, and I had the fattiest lift. He gave me the fattiest lift. First fight, and I was done. I didn't do anything all weekend, but it was a good. It kind of I came home and I trained because I was so mad that I lost. So it's not a good memory, but it's a good memory in the sense as a competitor, I kicked my butt after that, and I trained.
Yeah, that made a change for you, right?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
sometimes
then
like
I think
those
I
stick out
think
more.
Ken, I got a fat lips, and Ken Eubanks took a picture of my lips
ah,
to show it to everybody.
That's funny.
Anyway,
That's
you know what's funny
yeah,
about that is I know BJ personally, right? Obviously, and I'm a great friend of
yeah.
BJ. I also know the BJ's got some things where it's like, why do you do that, BJ? Why? But I
No, it was a
also
clean shot. It was in a cheap
no,
shot.
no,
It
no, no.
was in a cheap shot. Yeah.
But BJ, he's a big guy, right? You're a big guy. BJ usually, because he's always been a heavyweight since he's been like 14, he's been a heavyweight, right? But he always took issue with just like, I always have to fight, and I'm not fighting heavyweights, I'm fighting fat guys, right? So, but when he would fight guys like you, Ben Stewart, Rene Peralt, Carlos Tierney, true athletic heavyweights, like he went after you guys, all right, because that's when he felt like he got to have real heavyweight action.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, glad I'm not the heavyweight.
Yeah, it was there.
You guys hit so hard, right?
Oh my god.
Who's
Yeah.
another like really hard hitting heavyweight that was in your division at that time?
Damon Gilbert.
well, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
might be the most athletic
Yeah.
heavyweight. You really think
He
about
did
it.
that. He did that, Alex.
What? Did,
Yeah.
what did you just do?
He
Oh,
did.
Oh,
oh.
it's
For those
terrible.
listening and not watching,
Yeah.
David just pushed his nose flush to the side of his face
Yeah.
twice.
Oh man.
It was Quebec Open 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, him. But I like the heavyweight division. You, I don't know. I like to hit, and I think people like to hit me. So I like the heavyweight division.
So
I use that. It was my strength. If I had fight a smaller guy, I would use my weight. I would use my weight. It was my quality. being heavy.
All right, now here's a funny question. All right, now you're mostly refereeing, right? So
Yes.
when was the last time you got hit as a referee?
Oh, that's a good one, Jeff.
I didn't get hit as a referee, did I?
Sometimes it happens, man. Some of the craziest things I've seen are when
Oh, yeah.
center refs get hit. You know,
I don't think I got.
Barefoot referee.
I have hit referee, but I don't think I have been hit as a referee.
But you have hit a referee. Who was it? Who was it?
I hit Michel Drouin.
Jeez. Of course, it had to be.
I wanted to give a fist bump to my opponent, and he came in to start the fight. So I punched him in the face.
Oh man, that's
But you
crazy.
remember Michel Drouin getting spun kicked by Robbie Lavoie in Quebec?
Yes, I remember seeing.
Oh, that was crazy. That was
That was
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
One of the other crazy ones I saw was a continuous fight, and Chris Gallio was the center, and he gets the worst roundhouse kick right to the nuts.
Ooh.
He had to like call pause and you know, like timeout and like hold on. All right, don't do that again. It was pretty bad.
No.
You know what? Hey, is it all right if I ask this question? Because you were there. I think it was the same year that you fought Hakeem for the final. Ray fought that year and lost to kind of what we thought was a cheeseburger, right? Do you remember this fight?
A cheeseburger?
Oh, like
Was-
he was not
Was
very.
it? Wasn't Jason Grenier?
No. No, I remember that year. All right. But that felt like that was a team fight. All right. Or maybe it was the year before then. Oh, I think you might be right, because I think the year Jason Grenier beat him was the same year you were in that final. But
Yeah.
Raymond went out to somebody else who was basically like a kickboxer. And he definitely got beat. Right.
Oh, he did. I don't remember, man. It's
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, he falls victim to it. Well, he used to. He doesn't do this anymore, but he used to fall victim to it because like just knew he was that much better, and sometimes he would just showboat or just goof around. He blitzed
And
this
got
guy like 3
he
times,
got beat.
and he got
That's
hit
funny.
with a side kick, and he's like, "Oh, all right, well, let me go get it," and wasn't paying attention to distance and got kicked in the head, and then time ran out, and then he lost. So I thought maybe you could shed some light because you were there, but all right, that's okay.
I don't remember. I don't
That's
remember that.
All right. So, David, we thank you so much, man. And I know it's going to be a great event for you guys, for everyone who hasn't registered yet. Again, go to Juventex, right?
Yes, right on Juventex. Hotel are filling up. Do you have the poster, Jeff, with the code?
Yeah, I will share that later on as well.
Okay, right. And another thing, spectator ticket only available at the venue. It's been years that the venue took a grab on that, so they want to manage the spectator ticket are not available on Juventex. It's only at the venue.
Oh,
And if you want some VIP table and dress up for the night show, call Sam. Sam is taking care of the VIP table. If you want to be around the stage on the night show.
Awesome. Love it. All right, man. And so we will see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, I'll be down to Ocean State for sure.
Awesome. I know it's going to be a really exciting event.
It is. It will. Yes.
You know, and I mean, you're going to probably work your butt off judging fighting all weekend.
Probably. I'm coming with a lot of students too. We've almost my entire competition team is coming down, so gonna be a busy weekend.
Yes,
nice.
definitely. Well, thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
All right.
This has been another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Alex Dingman.
I'm Jeff Doss. See you guys next week. Thank you guys. See you at the Quebec Open and the Ocean State.